Hi everybody, welcome to my Facebook Live. Are you one of those people that gets annoyed with yourself when you're trying to eat a little bit of junk food and you'll say, oh, I'll just have a little, and then you end up eating a lot more than you had wanted to? Are you one of those people who feels powerless over your cravings for sweets or carbs? Have you ever attempted to give up a food and you did okay for a while, but then eventually you didn't have the willpower to resist it? We all have problems with food. We turn to food for comfort. We have issues with overeating or not stopping when we feel full. We eat when we are bored. We eat when we're not hungry. What's your problem food? Is it chips and salsa? Is it ice cream? Is it cheese doodles? Is it chocolate? Is it pizza? You know what your problem food is. And often these unhealthy eating habits are a result of negative trapped emotions that are stored in the body. These trapped emotions are triggering the cravings or the annoying eating habits. So hi everybody, I'm Juanita Ecker, certified emotion code and body code practitioner. Today's topic is, do you crave dessert? Can the emotion code help you give up sweets? So let me ask you, what would it feel like to eliminate a food or a drink that you know is bad for you, that's loaded with sugar, loaded with carbs? If I told you it could be done without you feeling deprived, having to starve yourself, or needing a bunch of willpower, would you believe me? Probably not. Today, I'm going to show you how to delete those cravings or desires for your problem food within minutes. It's going to be like hitting the delete button on your computer. Delete, delete, and you can say goodbye to that food forever. If this sounds crazy, stick around to see the results. It's going to get crazier. I'm going to use this magnet and this emotion code chart. There are a bunch of emotions that I'm going to use in this chart. So I did not invent this. The technique I'm using today is called the emotion code. And Dr. Bradley Nelson invented this method about 20 years ago, and he recently wrote the book called The Emotion Code. And it's like how to release your trapped emotions for abundant health, love, and happiness. Dr. Bradley discovered that he's a chiropractor, and he discovered that people would come week after week with the same issue. And he thought maybe there's trapped emotions that are causing it to stay stuck. And it turned out that that's what it was. So he was able to help people get rid of a lot of things once he cleared the unresolved negative emotions. Tony Robbins wrote the foreword on this book. And I was certified by Dr. Bradley, so that's pretty cool. Dr. Bradley is helping thousands of people all over the world with this technique. Okay, so let's see who's here. I see Cheryl is here. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for coming. Let's see, is there anybody else? If you're here, make a comment, say hello. If I've helped you in the past before, write down kind of how I've helped you with a food item. All right. So before we get started, let me share a few success stories with you. I recently worked with a woman who had a lot of discomfort in her heel, and she had had it for weeks. She came to me. We worked on all the trapped emotions that were sort of stuck in her heel. And when we started, the severity was a 6, and we got it down to a 2. So she was thrilled. She came back the following week for the second session, and we got the 2 down to a 0. So there were over 40 trapped emotions that we cleared that one day that were impacting the discomfort and the achy feeling that she had in her heel. I worked with a dog. Yes, we can work on animals with the emotion code, and I love working on animals. I worked on a dog, such a sweet little dog, who's so nervous in the car. And the owner would have to give her tranquilizers every time she needed to take the dog somewhere. I worked on the dog, got rid of her anxious behavior, and now she rides in the car, she's not nervous, and the owner loves it because she drives from Michigan to Florida every year with her dog. So it was important for her to be able to travel with the dog without the dog feeling so anxious. I worked with a woman who really struggled with procrastination and motivation issues. She wanted to complete a dog trainer program, but she wasn't motivated to do the work. She kept procrastinating, she kept putting things off. I worked with her. We got rid of all the unconscious beliefs. I call it the unconscious sabotage that was blocking her from taking action. We got rid of the negative emotions and the trapped emotions. And now I'm happy to report that she is a certified dog trainer. She did complete the program. Think of something sad, scary, or traumatic that happened. It could be something that happened years ago, or it could be yesterday. When you think of that event, what emotion comes to mind? Is it disappointment? Is it guilt? Is it anger? Is it frustration? Is it grief? So write down the emotion that you felt and give that emotion a number from 0 to 10. 0 meaning it's not there at all, and 10, it's at the worst. The fact that you could give this emotion a number means it's still stuck in your body. It's never really been fully processed and released. And that's what we call a trapped emotion. It's an emotion that maybe you might have felt at one time and didn't get a chance to release it, or it happened on an unconscious level that it sort of got stuck in your body. Get a little water here. Okay, so here's why you don't want to have a negative vibration. The law of attraction is eavesdropping on the vibes that you are sending. Think of yourself standing inside a big hula hoop, okay? This circle of energy. We have this circle around us. Whatever is in this circle is the vibe that you are sending out. The law of attraction matches that vibration. When you have a negative feeling, you are sending a negative vibe. And it's responding to that feeling by giving you more of the same. So even if you have an unconscious feeling of anger or grief or disappointment, the law of attraction is giving you more of that because it's matching it. So today, it's all about the high vibe zone. The best way to create a high vibe is to get rid of the low vibe. The best way to become more positive is to become less negative. And why do you want to do that? Because the law of attraction is matching the vibration that you're sending out and giving you more of the same. So on these charts, there are 60 on this side and 100 on this page. So I have 160 emotions that I'll be working off of today. And what I'm going to help you with today is to delete a dessert, a sweet treat that you love, that you would like to give up, that you eat too much of. And I'll show you how to do that today within minutes without having cravings or withdrawal symptoms after we delete the dessert. So if you decide to volunteer, there's no embarrassment. You won't have to reveal any details from your past. I will identify the emotion off of the charts and delete it within minutes. The magnet, as I mentioned, I use this simple refrigerator magnet. The magnet neutralizes the frequency of the emotion. So when I run the magnet over the governing meridian, it neutralizes that emotion that we've set the intention to delete. So how does it work? Pretend there is this big internet web, like this huge thread that we're all connected, because you've heard the expression, we're all energetically connected. And before I work with someone, I get her permission or his permission to work with them. and I get permission to access that person's subconscious. It's like her Wi-Fi, it's her computer. And her subconscious mind knows everything. It knows what happened, it knows when it happened, and it knows what emotions are causing the food cravings, or what emotions are causing the annoying eating habits. So my job is the mechanical connection. My talent is asking the right questions, for I can only ask yes/no questions. The skill is to find the correct yes/no answer. So I've got all these emotions on the emotion code chart, and once I identify them, we're going to delete them. It's similar to looking for a file on your computer. When you've been looking for a file that you want to delete, once you find it, you don't leave it there. You say, oh, good, now I'm going to delete it. So how do I do the muscle testing? When I connect, I'm going to muscle test, I'm going to energetically connect with the other person, with the volunteer or the client, and then I'm going to muscle test myself for that other person. So I use this ring and ring method, and when my fingers are together, they're strong, that means it's a yes. When my fingers come apart, that's a no. So yes is strong, and if it's weak, that's a no. So when I'm a proxy, I will ask the volunteers, I will ask her subconscious questions. I'm not guessing anything. I'm not psychic. Her subconscious mind is telling my subconscious mind when to lock for a yes. It may appear very weird, but I've helped lots of people with this technique. Okay, let's see who else has shown up. Okay, Julie Hendershot is here. Hi, Julie. My friend Joetta is here. Great. And Cheryl says she has a problem food with all of the above. She says, hey, Juanita, I really got to do something. Okay, well, you're in the right place, Cheryl. Okay. So in order for me to pick you, if you want to volunteer, I need you to pick one specific dessert. Now, here's why it has to be specific. Pretend you're eating chocolate chip cookies and your boyfriend calls to break up with you. So now those chocolate chip cookies are associated with some emotions that may have gotten trapped in your body because you got upset when your boyfriend broke up with you. And maybe there's another time you're eating warm peanut butter cookies and your parents were having a fight in the other room and you absorbed some of those negative emotions that they were throwing back and forth. So the fact that was two different incidences, and there are different trapped emotions that get stuck in the body. So that's why when I ask you to give me a specific food item, you need to say like chocolate chip cookies or Rocky Road ice cream or Hershey's bar, whatever it is. We need to be very specific. You will have better results when the food that we eliminate is specific. That's a hard word for me to say. Okay, I see Dina is here. Hi, Dina. Okay, I see my friend Pat is here. Hi, Pat. Nice to see you. Rick Green is here. And Rick, you better be nice. Okay. So, who would like to volunteer? I know, Cheryl, you said that there's something you may want to delete today. So if you write down the specific dessert that you would like to give up today, then you can be the first volunteer. So while I'm waiting for people to write, so let me tell you what you need to write down. Write down the food, write down the severity. Like, do you eat it every day? Do you eat it every week? And base it on a 0 to 10 scale. Give me permission to work on you. And then update me a couple minutes after your session. So if you have that item in the house, go run and taste it or see if you want to eat it. And then type what you've noticed, what shift you've noticed after I did the clearing. Okay. So Cheryl says chocolate ice cream. Okay, great. This will be fun to delete chocolate ice cream. And Rick says peanut butter cookies. Oh, I love those too, especially when they're warm. Okay. All right. So, Cheryl, I'm going to take a couple minutes to connect with Cheryl. Cheryl just gave me permission. All right. Okay. So my name is Cheryl. My name is Juanita. So I have a strong connection. My name is Cheryl. Good. All right. The first group we're going to start with are the trapped emotions. Now, how it will work is on these charts. Now that I've connected to Cheryl, I'm going to be asking, is it on the left? Is it on the right? Is it odd number? Is it even number? So eventually I will narrow it down to the emotions on this chart, and then we'll delete them one at a time. All right. How many trapped emotions? So for Cheryl, it's, I'm sorry, now I forgot what it was. Chocolate ice cream. Chocolate ice cream. Okay. And let's see how severe the craving for chocolate ice cream is for Cheryl. Is it less than 10? No. Is it a 10? Yes. Okay, so for Cheryl, it's a 10. So let's see if we can make a dent in that craving. Sometimes chocolate issues take a couple of sessions because there's so many items that have chocolate in it. But let's see if we can at least make a dent in the chocolate ice cream. Okay, how many trapped emotions are blockings that are causing Cheryl's extreme craving for chocolate ice cream? Less than 10? No. 10. More than 10? No. 10 emotions. Okay. Are they all in the same row? Yes. Odd numbers. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Row 6. Okay. Are there any other trapped emotions? No. All right. So now I'm going to delete these trapped emotions for Cheryl. Set the intention to release humiliation. Releasing jealousy. Releasing longing. Releasing lust. Releasing overwhelm. Releasing pride. Releasing shame. Releasing shock. Releasing unworthy. And releasing worthless. Okay. Great. Did we release those trapped emotions? Yes. All right. The next group is absorbed trapped emotions. Now, we've all had it where we walk into a room and we can tell the energy isn't quite right. Sometimes you can absorb negative emotions from people in the room. So let's see if Cheryl has absorbed any emotions. Are there any absorbed? Yes. How many? Less than 5? No. Less than 10? Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 absorbed emotions. All right, there's 10 of them. They all in the same row? Yes. Odd numbers? Yes. 1, 3. Okay. All right, so now we have all the emotions. Are there any other absorbed emotions? Set the intention to delete crying, deleting discouragement, deleting rejection, deleting sadness, and deleting sorrow, deleting confusion, deleting defensiveness, deleting grief, deleting self-abuse, and deleting stubbornness. All right, have we released all the absorbed trapped emotions? Yes. The next group, stress-related energies. How many stress-related energies does Cheryl have? Less than 5? No. More than 5? Yes. Less than 10? Yes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 10. Are they all in the same row? No. In the same box? Yes. Column A, column B, odd numbers. 2, 4, 6. Is it B6? Yes. Okay. B6. And the second group, is it also column B? Yes. Odd numbers. 2, 4. B4. All right. Great. Okay, here we go, Cheryl. Set the intention to release the energy of discomfort. Releasing embarrassment. Releasing non-communication. Releasing aimless. Releasing concern. All right, and the next group, releasing abandoned. Releasing sadness. Releasing blasphemy. Releasing frustration. And releasing resentment. Okay. Have we released all the stress-related energies? Yes. Okay. All right. The next group, they're called hidden. And once I identify them as hidden, then they're not hidden anymore, and I can delete them. Does Cheryl have any hidden trapped emotions? No. Okay, good. Cheryl, have a little bit of water. I'll have some too. Okay. The next group is inherited. And just like you can inherit brown hair and brown eyes, you can inherit trapped emotions. So I've had clients say to me, I act this way just like my mother, just like my father, because they've inherited it. They've inherited that emotion from one of their parents. So does Cheryl have any inherited emotions that are causing her extreme cravings for chocolate ice cream? Yes. How many? 1, 2, 1. Okay, so let's see. On the left, odd, B1, B3. Okay, is it confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse? Self-abuse is negative self-talk. So Cheryl inherited it. Did she get it from her mom? Yes. All right. So are there any other inherited emotions that are affecting Cheryl? No. Set the intention to release the inherited trapped emotion of self-abuse that she got from the mom that was passed down to Cheryl. Have we released the self-abuse? Yes. Okay. Are there any vibrational resonances? Yes. What a vibrational resonance, the way we like to describe it is, think of a bell that's been ringing and you can only hear it ring for so long, but it's still ringing on some level. And a vibrational resonance, it's kind of like you have this trapped emotion, maybe part of it was cleared, but there's some of it that's still sort of like ringing in your body. Okay, so let's see how many vibrational resonances Cheryl has. Less than 5? Yes. 5, 4, 3. Okay, there's 3. Are they all in the same box? Yes. Odd numbers. 2, 4 on the left. Okay, is it anger? Bitterness? Is it guilt? Yes. Is it hatred and resentment? Okay, resentment. Any other vibrational resonances? No. Okay. All right, we set the intention to release the energy of bitterness. Releasing guilt. Releasing resentment. Okay. Did we release those vibrational resonances? Yes. The next group is called prenatal. And sometimes the baby, as a fetus, will either have trapped emotions of their own, or it might absorb a trapped emotion from the mom or the dad. Does Cheryl have any prenatal trapped emotions? Yes. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are these Cheryl's? No. Are they absorbed? Yes. Okay, interesting. Let's see what these are. There's 5 of them. Are they all in the same box? Yes. Odd numbers. 2, 4, 6 on the left. Is it pride, shame, shock, unworthy, and worthless? Okay. And were these absorbed from the mom? Yes. The dad? No. So in the womb, Cheryl absorbed all these emotions from the mom. So she's been carrying this with her for over 50 or 60 years. Okay, we set the intention to release the prenatal emotion of pride that was absorbed from the mom. Releasing shame absorbed from the mom in the womb. Releasing prenatal shock absorbed from the mom. Releasing prenatal unworthy absorbed from the mom. And releasing prenatal worthless that was absorbed from the mom. Fix my hair here a little bit. Okay, did we release those prenatal trapped emotions for Cheryl? Yes. Does Cheryl have any prenatal trapped emotions of her own? No. Okay. Are there any compound energies? A compound energy is 2 energies that come together to form one energy. Think of red and white, and when you mix it together, it forms pink. And so a compound energy is 2 energies that have become a different emotion. Does Cheryl have any compound emotions? Yes. How many? 1, 2. Okay, compound. She has 2. All right. Are there 2 emotions in this compound? Yes. On the left, odd numbers. Is it 1? Effort unreceived. Heartache. So there are 2 emotions. Heartache. And the second one, is it insecurity? Okay. And insecurity. All right. The second compound, is this in this box? No. Is it in this row? Yes. Is it abandonment? Is it betrayal? Is it forlorn? Lost. Lost. And is it love unreceived? No. Is it in this row? Yes. Effort unreceived. Heartache. Okay. And heartache. Great. So we set the intention to release the compound energy of heartache and insecurity. Good. Now releasing the compound energy of lost and heartache. Lost and heartache. Good. Cheryl, have some water. Okay. Is there anything else that's causing Cheryl's extreme cravings for chocolate ice cream? Yes. Okay, so there's still something else left. All right. Is there an absorbed inherited? Yes. Okay. Absorbed inherited. How many? 1? Okay. On the left, it's odd numbers at B1, B3, B5. Conflict, creative insecurity, terror. Okay, so this was absorbed inherited. So it was inherited from someone, then it was absorbed. Okay, did she get it from the mom? Yes. We set the intention to release the absorbed, inherited, trapped emotion of terror, absorbed from the mom, inherited from the mom, that the mom absorbed from someone and passed it down to Cheryl, releasing terror. Okay, did we release terror? Yes. Okay, is there something else blocking Cheryl that's causing her cravings for chocolate ice cream? No. What was the severity for Cheryl before we started? Was it a 10? Yes. What is it now? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yay! Okay, did I just delete your craving for chocolate ice cream in about 7 minutes? This is crazy. Okay, so Cheryl, if you have some chocolate ice cream in the house, go see if you want to taste it and see if you notice a shift. Come back and then write a comment about what you notice. All right, so you can see that within minutes, we can delete a craving for a sweet treat or a dessert, and Cheryl won't have the withdrawal symptoms because once you release the negative trapped emotions, she won't crave the item anymore. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Rick says he has to go. Okay, I was going to do peanut butter cookies for Rick. I see Johnny W. is here. Hi, John. Amber is here. Hi, Amber. Okay, Cheryl says, I don't have any in the house because I can't trust myself with it. Okay, but a lot of the things that you brought up were right on the nail head. Great. So, Cheryl, think about chocolate ice cream and see if your desire for it has shifted. Okay. All right. Would someone else like to volunteer to have me delete a dessert, a sweet treat that you would love to give up, that you would love to get rid of? While I'm waiting for someone to type in that they want to delete something, let me tell you about an upcoming class that I'm offering. It's a 6-week weight loss class called End the Diet Cycle, Your New Body. And if you saw something today that kind of intrigued you, caught your interest, and you're thinking, man, there's foods I'd like to get rid of. In this 6-week class, you get to eliminate 2 foods every week, and we're eliminating all of the unconscious blocks that have been sabotaging your efforts to lose weight. And maybe the past few months with the COVID quarantine, you've been eating more comfort food or desserts, and maybe you've gained 5 pounds and now you want to lose it, or you've been struggling to lose weight and you just can't lose it. So for those of you that are interested in my weight loss class, it's done online and you only have to be in the class for 15 minutes because I'm going to do an emotion code clearing on you like you saw today for the food. You would need to go to my website, theshiftingsand.com/new body. When you go there, you can see all the details about the class, the dates, and if you want to register, you can do that. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, good. It doesn't look like anyone else is volunteering. I was going to do peanut butter cookies for Rick, but he had to leave, I guess. Company showed up. All right, let me share with you some other people that I've been working with. I worked with a horse that had a lot of trouble breathing. In South Carolina, we have extreme humidity, and the owner told me that the horse really struggled during the high humidity. I worked on the horse. We did a couple sessions on her, and now she's fine, and the owner is thrilled because she was really concerned about the stress it was putting on the horse in the extreme heat. I worked with a woman who couldn't eat dairy without the food negatively affecting her. She would get bloated, she would get gas, she would get cramps, and she didn't want to give up the ice cream. So I worked on her. We got rid of all the trapped emotions that were triggering these symptoms, and now she can eat the ice cream. So that's pretty cool. I worked with a woman who couldn't find a job. This was one of my favorite people to work with. She's a holistic doctor and really wanted a job in her field. There was a lot of unconscious sabotage that was going on, blocks that were preventing her from getting a job that she was excited about. After a number of sessions, we cleared all the blocks, and now she does have a job that she's excited about. So it's really fun to work on money and abundance issues for my clients. Another one of my favorite clients was a man who came to me because he always quickly reacted with anger. He had a new girlfriend, and whenever they would have a disagreement, it would escalate because he just had a tendency to react with anger. So we worked on him, and he said, even when he was driving, he would get angry at people if they cut him off, and he would give them the finger, and he would yell at them. And once we did the emotion code sessions on him, he said, I don't do that anymore. I don't get angry at the drivers. And when my girlfriend and I have a disagreement, we can sit down and talk about it. So if you've been watching, you saw that I've been able to delete a craving for a dessert in less than 10 minutes. I think Cheryl's was about 7 minutes. So I took Cheryl from a 10, a severity of 10, to a 0. So you can imagine what I can do in a 20 or a 30-minute session. If you're thinking you might want to work with me, or maybe you're thinking, I wonder if she can help me with my aching back, or I'm having problems with my stomach. Okay. I would welcome the opportunity to work with you. You saw what I can do in 10 minutes, so we can get a lot done in 30 minutes. Typically, when I work with someone for 30 minutes, we're clearing between 40 and 50 trapped emotions in that time frame. Here's my website, theshiftingsand.com. You can email me or call me, and we can set up a time. I make it really easy for you. I send you a checklist so you can check off what you want to work on, and then we can address it during your session. Bring your list, bring your refrigerator magnet so that you can delete the trapped emotions, and make sure you have water to drink, because it's really important that both the practitioner and the client stay hydrated during the session. So let me see if there are any questions or comments that people have. So for example, now we've shifted Cheryl's vibration. She's no longer resonating with all these trapped emotions that were causing her cravings, that were causing her to just want chocolate ice cream. And maybe when she would eat it, maybe she would eat too much and then feel uncomfortable afterwards. So now that we've released that for Cheryl, she's vibrating at a new level. So it's like she's a whole new person now. So I can't wait to hear how Cheryl reacts to ice cream in the next few days. Her craving for chocolate, whether ice cream, whether it just goes away completely or if she wants just a little bit. What I've discovered with people is if they decide to eat it, they eat just a little bit and then they feel satisfied. They don't eat a whole bunch like they used to, or a lot of my clients tell me they don't crave the food at all. Okay, so let's see. Cheryl says she's excited about what happened today. She needs to remove a lot more, and that she'll be calling me. She says, thanks so much. Okay, Cheryl, thank you for volunteering. Let me disconnect energetically from Cheryl. My name is Juanita. My name is Juanita. My name is Cheryl. My name is Juanita. Okay. Oh, my friend Katie is here. Hi, Katie. Dina says, is it possible to work through the list of specific foods, assuming there is more than one craving? Yes, absolutely. So if we're working on chocolate cake or chocolate chip cookies, there might be, cravings related to that from one event. Then there might be other trapped emotions that are causing cravings related to another event. So it's really important that the food be very specific and we address the trapped emotions that are causing that craving. And then, you can always clear more trapped emotions the next time. All right, are there any other comments or questions? Joetta says, I enjoyed your talk. Thank you, Joetta. All right, well, thank you everyone for giving me a little bit time today. and you got to see something new, something that maybe you've never been exposed to before, the emotion code, and how we can clear your cravings for sweets and desserts. What problem food do you want to get rid of? What dessert do you want to eliminate from your life? I would welcome the opportunity to work with you. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you again soon. Bye now.